Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to tackle some jobs on the Maserati, which you would have seen in my previous video where we did a bit of a tour around it, showing it was one of the cheapest probably in the world, to be honest, luckily with the later ZF box. Very kindly picked up by Adam at AW Tuning, and we're down here at their shop in Sidcup today. Thankfully he's provided me the workshop to do a few bits, getting some wheels done and kind of giving a little bit of an overview of the car. So we're going to also have a look at the condition of the subframe, because that is a really common issue on these. I've got a bit of a front end knock, so when I've been driving the car it feels a bit wavy at the front. There's a bit of knocking from the front suspension, obviously not particularly ideal, and these are very common for the subframe rotting at the front, and sort of where the upper control arms mount, it kind of all rusts away and causes some problems. So we're going to have a little tap around under there and just see what's what. Fingers crossed nothing too catastrophic.
Right, let's have a look at how bad it is.
Let's have a go. So, okay,
it's really not bad.
I mean, it's quite surface rusty, isn't it?
Yeah,
actually, there's nothing too rotten under there, which is nice. It's clear. Oh, there's a cable tie over here. Well, there's quite a few cable ties.
Yeah,
actually.
there's a lot of cable ties.
But it's definitely been in a knock at some point, hasn't it? But nothing too major by the looks of it. Yeah. Quite a bit of oil under it though.
Yeah, but it's not major, you know, and that looks to me more like that's been leaking forever, and
yeah,
that's
it's
why,
like gunged up, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll probably find you clean that off, and yeah, it will come back, but it'll be probably longer than you realise. Sort of thing.
So what do you think about my front end knock then? Where do you reckon that might originate from?
We probably need to look at some of your bushes and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Obviously, at some point we can get up on the proper ramp.
Yeah.
And go through it properly, but the fact that your subframe isn't got holes in it is a good start.
Yeah, really. That's actually quite surprising to me, to be honest.
Yeah, you got a bit more rust here, but that's not something that would worry me too much.
No. It all just seems a bit like surface corrosion, doesn't it, more than anything?
You've got some duct tape or something around your ball joints.
Yeah, same on that side, you know. So maybe that's a
heat shield or something.
Well, no coolant all up the floor, which is always a good sign. It has been overheating a little bit, but yeah, what I can see so far.
For an old Maserati, I must say that it's not as bad as I would have thought it would be.
That's high praise coming from you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Also, these rear doors, I think they're designed so that you can put them in any position, but they just kind of like, they're all rusted and stiff. It's the same on both sides, so I don't know what that's about.
I think they're just seized up.
Yeah. No one's been in the back in a while.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Well, there's worse things I could have bought then, I suppose, for 3.5k.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And the fact that there's no lights on the dash is a good thing.
Apart from the fact the parking sensors have been painted over.
Yeah, that probably don't help, but...
No. What do you reckon about the old dash, though? I've done an all right job, haven't I, in here so far?
Oh, it's actually quite impressive.
Thank you.
I've never seen... the amount of stuff that was on there.
So you can see on this one, I haven't touched this yet, and it's like completely goopy and sticky still. And then the transformation is that in the centre there. So there's one that I've started and not finished yet. But it's just literally using these, I've probably dried some up now, but these alcohol wipes, I've used these at work before, 70% isopropyl. And they do the trick, like it just, seems to get a lot of the goop off, as you can see. And I've still got a little bit to go, but it's way better than what it was. It's cleaned it up nicely. The interior is actually in pretty nice shape, to be fair, for the year of the car. And
that with light seats as well, you'd expect that to be so dirty for this year.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And they're really, really nice colour, to be fair. I think you said before, they're the colour combination, because it's got that blue to it. Is nice.
Like the two-tone dash, having the blue with the blue exterior, I think it's a really nice option. I think someone spec'd it really well. So other issues I've got, this window decides to randomly go up and down, and this mirror adjusts itself if I touch the switch. So I think it's more the switch's fault than the electricals in the door. That's something to investigate at some stage. And then today's jobs is I've got the wheels and I've got some new rear lights, because as you can see, the old ones are in the floor in bits, which is always good. So I've got some new rear lights to go in. I've also got the paddle shifters to go on the steering wheel as well, which is pretty cool. So the story goes with these parts then, I was looking online for those new rear lights and I came across a listing, because rear lights are so hard to come by. They were only made for this specific car. So they were OEM part, don't produce them anymore, no aftermarket version. So really I had a struggle trying to find some. and they were like £600-700 each to import from the States and that kind of thing. And so luckily, eventually, I found a guy up north. There was a listing online, and he's really cool. He kind of imports cars from Japan that are, you know, broken, crashed, whatever, and breaks them for parts and kind of rebuilds them and stuff like that. So it took me a 12-hour round trip. I went up in the Ioniq 9 to Manchester. The car did really well. Got up there, and yeah, the listing was for just the subframe. I sort of messaged him and said, have you got the rear lights? Then it evolved into, oh, what about the wheels? And then, oh, what about the paddles? Because the paddles are supposedly plug and play. And he had all those parts available. So he was a super nice guy. So shout out to him and his company that he's got there. That's really, really helped me out. And I went up there. It took such a long time, but he only charged me just over £1,000 for all of those parts, which I think is incredible value, to be honest, for 2 rear lights, the paddles and the wheels with decent tyres. First things first, let's get these old rear lights out, because this one completely shot. Annoyingly, the battery is here and restricts my access, so I'll go in with a spanner instead. That's cleaned that up nicely already. You look, even in comparison to this side, which doesn't have its lens on, straight away, it's looking much tidier. Ooh. I do have the added complication on this side of the emergency boot release. It's supposed to be tapped up to the top on that top bolt. But yeah, it's awkward to get to without pulling all this out. And there we go, the rear lights are done. So let me just get my phone out of here, just in case I can't ever get back in. And yeah, you can see what a difference that makes. It's so much cleaner already, even without doing anything else to it, just because it's got those rear lights. Now, the only thing you will notice is on this side, it's created a really, really nice seal. However, on this side, which is the crash damage side, you can see it's quite far out of plumb there. Like, it does still seal from the inside, so it shouldn't cause any moisture issues. But as you can see from like down here, there's a slight lip here, and then just the way this is out, and it goes kind of more and more out as you get up the seam here. You can tell that that's not quite right. That's very kindly brought me my wheels. So there we go, 20-inch GTS alloys, so in pretty rough shape. And I think, I can't remember which one it was, but thank you, mate. I don't know which one it was, but there is one here somewhere that reveals the true colour underneath. Ah, it's this one under here. I don't know if you can see that. I think they're just silver, and they've been kind of refurbed over in this kind of anthracite, because they were on a black GTS, which is a slightly newer car. But, you know, as much as the original BBS factory Maserati Ferrari wheels are nice, these are a bit better. These are the ones I always wanted. These are the ones I wanted to spec when I was younger, so it's really cool. And yeah, I think they're just going to sharpen the car up just that little bit extra, and the tyres on this are shot anyway. These ones are a bit better. So, and even better is the boot itself is missing a fastener there. It's not even attached properly, and these gas struts are, well, as you can see, they've seen better days. Next thing in, let's get these wheels off. It's not too terrible looking in here, to be fair. You can see the oil leak again through there, but suspension itself, there's no misting or anything here. A little bit crusty, but nothing too terrifying. Right, now that I've finally got those off, they're pretty rusted to the hubs. Someone's not put any copper slip on there at all, so use a wire brush to clean them up a bit, just to get rid of some of that surface corrosion. And just clean these faces up a little bit, just so I can get some grease on there, make them a bit smoother, so that they don't get stuck on there again. These brakes have got a bit of a lip as well. They could definitely do with doing at some point, and maybe even touching up the paint on this caliper So before we go on with the new wheels, of course, we're going to do what the last people didn't do. Get a bit of copper grease on there. Super important, don't do it to the bolts. Just get a little slip of it round. So I'm going to get these torqued up, but I want to get these refurbed, I think, in a nice silver to match the rest of the car. I mean, although this anthracite is quite nice, it's not original and doesn't match the rest of the executive GT styling of the car, where it's got the kind of chromed accents and stuff. I think it's just a tad too dark for this paint. It looks great on a black car, but I think this one probably deserves to go back to the OG silver. Right, next up on the agenda, these paddle shifters. Now these are actually plug and play and got nice action to them. They are covered in that horrible sticky rubbery stuff, so I need to clean these up as well. But yeah, to be thrown into the deal, not bad. I've seen these on eBay for sort of a couple of £100 a piece, and they just slot in and they already program into the ZF box. So just try and get the dash off now. And there is a slightly different steering column to accommodate it as well. But what we have discovered, there's actually a 6-disc changer under the dash. That's news to me. So whilst I'm in here waiting for Adam to do his thing, I'm going to show you very quickly and briefly what one of these wipes will do. But yeah, as I start to wipe on this, it literally just comes straight off. There you go. So I mean, that's only one pass, but you see the side-by-side difference of
which now.
That's the top. Oh.
That's like the tiniest little bit of difference is right here.
Oh yeah. So which one is which? I suppose
that one's the new one.
Yeah.
Just to.
Oh, just to go over the.
Realistically.
Bottom might be the same. No, it's different.
But realistically, if you couldn't get hold of a set of trims, you could trim it out because that's behind the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So you could if you had to.
Yeah. I got them chucked in for free, so.
Oh yeah.
Not complaining.
No, not at all. Can't find the hole.
I definitely should have de-stickied that before we put it on, shouldn't I?
I would have actually appreciated it.
It's probably a job for another day. I've just noticed this has a Ferrari stamp on it, so I'm going to see what other car this fits out of curiosity. 696-24500. Oh, it does say it is specifically for a 2010 Maserati Quattroporte, not a Ferrari, even though it's listed under Ferrari OE, due to shared components. Lower steering column, 2010 Quattroporte. So, didn't fit any Ferraris, apparently. Cool, there we go. What was it moaning about? Oh, it's the... Oh. So yeah, paddles installed. Haven't had a chance to test them yet, obviously, but... and this is actually in worse condition than the one I had before, so I need to think about fastening this properly and cleaning this up. But yeah, paddles on, lots of travel on them, and they feel a little bit like they need a bit of a refurb, but it's nice that they're there. But thankfully Maserati did do it properly. They put the sequential the right way round, unlike Volkswagen. So a massive thank you to Adam for lending me the workshop, because look, this is the end result. These wheels look so much better. They are obviously quite curbed, but yeah, I mean, just look at that. It looks so much better, and especially with these rear lights in, the rear lights, now that it looks actually clean, look at this. It looks so much nicer, doesn't it? With the rear lights, and you can still tell it's had that rear end impact. You can just tell from the paintwork back here, but I'm going to get it detailed and cleaned up nicely. But yeah, just the profile of the car looks so much nicer with these wheels, I think, and really sets it off now, and just looks so much tidier with the lights, and you know, a bit presentable now. Definitely not the finest example, it needs a good polish, but definitely a huge improvement. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate Adam. Please go and check him out for any vehicle needs, whether that be tuning, upgrades, you know, fixing, electrical. He does pretty much everything there. He's got a great little workshop there, so do check out his links as well. And for now, from me, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.